Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 16.3, and this is episode 54. Yeah, 54. And during the night, really wasn't a whole lot going on, although I had to pretty much like hunker down and not move because I had company. But they didn't really notice me, so I didn't want to pick a fight with them until just about a minute and a half ago, before I started this episode. One of them decided that they could see me finally, and I decided to end him. So as you can see, he took a couple whacks at the base here, and that was about it. And I'm still finding that my computer is lagging up every now and then. I don't know why. I exited the game and went back into it because it was doing it off camera. I don't know if it's because OBS is sucking up memory like a hog or what, but not good. And it's just before dawn anyway, so I figured, whatever. We'll get used to this shit eventually, I guess. Or fix it. I really don't want to deal with it. Yeah, it's getting really heavily buggy now. It's just, Anyways, and I froze up. There we go. Made a bunch of wood frames during the night. A bunch of arrows. About all I could do without attracting attention. Grab some of this. Just kind of clear up the area more. I need to get all kinds of the goods. I want to get a forge going as soon as possible, so I can make some rebar frames. I do now have enough points to get a workbench started, or at least the skills to do that. I need to get a smith mixer, which means I need mining tools of 20, which means I gotta really get mining. And science of 3, well, there's that. We can actually up that, 'cause I'm gonna need that. And as for the remaining 4 points, I think I'll probably hold on to them. It'll probably be a little bit before I can get the smith mixer going, but at least we got the trader for that. I need rock first. And I need some pipe for the forge. And just so you know, I'm recording this now with my room door open because it just gets so insufferably hot in here. And it's a fairly locking up again. It's such a tolerably cool night. I mean, it's like 70s, but it's making things a little more bearable in here. Just my computer seems to be having fits tonight. Only when I'm recording does it have to get fussy. Oh, splody head. Alright, give me something good. Or nothing at all. Start hacking away. I need to get mining on these stone piles, as well as resource rocks, so I can get some iron together as well for, well, getting a forge going. I'm also going to need to make a stone shovel and dig up some clay. And I'll have to find a suitable clay pit reasonably nearby, but not too close. I don't want to constantly have to march through a hole in the ground every time, particularly when I get a mini bike going. I'm definitely going to have to get some books read, get educated. At least I can breathe better in here now, because, like I said, it was pretty musty. It's like the inside of an armpit. The only problem is I don't know if there's an echo or what. I didn't do an audio check with the door open. And it's going on to 7 in the morning on a Sunday, so I imagine at some point, whether it's in this episode or the next, Mama Dagger or Papa Dagger might pop out and see that the door is open and think, oh, I can talk to Silver, and nope, recording. I usually have a little sign I put on my door, so they see that, they don't knock, they know to keep things quiet. They're usually pretty good about it. My brother, on the other hand, he's mostly good about it. I mean, he hasn't interrupted any of my recordings. Well, when I lived at the other place he did, but that was only because he was calling and didn't know any better. But nothing more aggravating than trying to record and the phone rings. Let's get that shovel going. And alright, so this is a nice little clay patch. Thinking I'll probably go to one of these back here, though. Or, well, let's see. There's the base. And we'll go to this one. Mainly because I want it a bit out of the way, but not... Let's see, is that... Shouldn't be in the line for going to that trader, because nothing is more annoying than riding your mini bike and you hit a hole and you get kind of stuck into it or something. So we'll start heading that way, just hacking down trees and picking up rocks and anything that we can get our hands on, because it's day 4. Technically, this is a late start. I'm having a base going. Usually I like to have it done within the first 2 days, or, you know, something solid started in the first 2 days. And, I mean, what we got right now is more of a skeletal framework. And lagging up a bit. Now, at one point when I exited the game, I actually got a crash report from 7 Days to Die come up on the screen, so I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm thinking something about 16.3 being disagreeable. And yeah, for the record, I am absolutely doggone beat. Okay, so this looks like the clay pit area here. Let's dig in, because we're gonna need at least, what is it, 50 clay just for the forge, and that's not to mention the clay we're gonna need to actually make things in the forge, namely the anvil for a start, and then rebar frames. I don't remember how much those take. It's more than I got for clay wise. dig up as much of this as we can. 132. Okay, so I'm digging into just soil here. There we go, that's better. Alright, so we'll dig back to where we started. Ideally, I'd like to have about 1,000 clay. Yeah, we're getting there. Every time we're digging, I think it's adding to our mining skill. I think. It should. Which is good because I need that mining skill up to 20, I think, for the cement mixer. At it. Now, what I'm planning on doing, because this is kind of a reboot of the season, I'm gonna try to record everything up until, you know, the 7th day Horde night, and then afterwards, I think what I'll end up doing is I'll only record things that are more of interest. Like, you know, looting, if I get attacked by zombies or anything like that, then I'll start recording something and then play off of that. But for the most part, like the resource gathering and stuff, you know, chopping trees, digging this crap, etc., etc. The grind work I'm going to try to leave off camera for the most part. I mean, if I get attacked by zombies while I'm doing grind work, then, you know, I'll probably just start recording when I deal with the zombies, and then do the rest of the grind work on camera. But I kind of want to move things along a bit more, because, you know, we're 54 episodes in. We started recording this rebooted part of the season on episode 45. So that was 45 episodes, actually. 45 episodes just to get to, what was it, day 14, day 7? No, it had to have been day 14, so, you know, it really drug on, I think, and I'd like to try to move up to day 14 and really just get things moving and more advanced into things than where we have been. I know some of you guys do like watching the grindy work stuff, and like I said, I'm not like getting rid of that altogether. It's just so we can advance this a little bit further. And just, you know, just kind of keep it interesting for everyone else. It's not like anyone's complained about it or anything, but it's just my own personal peeve of my own. And I'm freezing up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I just like to advance things just a little bit faster, is all. Ain't no thing. But I figured for the first 7 days, because usually if I'm going to die in a game, or in this game in particular, It usually happens within the first 7 days. And then after that, I'm somewhat invincible. Back in the previous season of Alpha 15, I died twice within the first week of the game, I think it was. It was once on day 1, I think the other one was like day 2 or 3. And then I didn't die at all after that. So far, nothing. I haven't died yet. Knocking on wood. If I can get past day 7, then I'm thinking I may very well survive quite well. I'd like to see if I can do this like I did with, I think it was Alpha 11, where I went the entire season and didn't die once. I was pretty proud of myself for that. But every season since Alpha 12, I have died many a time. So it's kind of like a personal goal to beat. And just to prove that it can be done, that you can play this game in a reasonably difficult level. I mean, it's not super difficult where you'd have to be a pro, but it's like an average game. It's not set too high or too low. So, you know, prove that if I can do it, anybody can do it. Even when they freeze up on the screen a little bit. Alright, so just over 1,000, and I keep getting chunky. Okay, so I have to check the other screen just to see if we're still recording. That's obnoxious, because I'm only using almost 8% of my CPU. 8% right there, so it's not hogging the CPU power. Could be memory. I might be having a bad memory stick. Or it could be the game. Either way, it didn't used to do this. So I don't know. Just keep harvesting your resources and recording videos. And hopefully I'm not having any glitches like last week's episode. Because that really sucked. Not only did I have to watch it, and trust me, I watched through a bunch of those episodes, not every single second, but I had to go through and edit it to cut out the parts where you guys didn't actually see, but the screen would freeze and there'd be no audio at all. Which, you know, editing-wise wasn't hard, because all I had to do was look for the gaps in the audio track where there was no waveforms for it. It was just a flat line, which told me that there was no audio at all going on, and then just listening to it, and that would verify it. But still, to have to go through several episodes, even an hour-long episode, hunting out all the parts that were bad and try to cut, drag over, and merge together so that it didn't have silent gaps. You guys didn't have to see it because I edited it so you didn't have to see it. Alright, how are we doing here? Alright, need stone, but I need to kill something. Technical issues bring up my murderous rage. There he is. There we go. I feel a little bit better now. There's some pipe. That's what I've been needing, is pipes. I can't remember how many I need. Okay, I got one pipe for that. And one. All right, I got enough pipes to make a forge. So let's get that going. And let's see, where's my base at here? Got a little discombobulated. Now I'm gonna have to make an alternate way of getting in because I did block off the front here. So for now, this will just be a temporary stairway to heaven. Sans John Bonham. Rest in peace. Alright, so first we need a bellows, and that requires wood and leather. Overheating. So we got the leather in here somewhere. Oh, freezing up. Not liking that freeze up crap. Alright, so that'll take a few seconds. And then after that, okay, so I think we have, just enough stone. Ew. And at some point we're going to need to get a crucible together, which is a lot of crap. Let's go dump the rest of this stuff off. Alright, so now we can get a forge. Hooray. I can dump the rest, well, it's going to take 45. Let's just start whacking at some rocks. And anything else that gets in my way. That's not a rock. Dink, dink, and just kind of skipping along here. Now I could be using the pickaxe, but it just drains the living hell out of my stamina. And this is actually, in a roundabout way, quicker, because I can hit more of these sections of rock, even though I'm hitting them for less damage. I could do more damage with a steel pickaxe, but I'd have to stop after running out of stamina after maybe 1 or 2 sections of this. Whereas, as you can see, my stamina with the stone axe, I could just keep going on and on and on without having to stop. So, technically this is quicker, it just doesn't seem like it. Now once I get, let's see, I need to go up at least one more level of this, and then I need Miner's 69er up to at least level 4, and then it's a lot faster with a steel pickaxe. But it's going to take me a while to get there. Hopefully not too long, but it's not right now, so it's long enough. Alright. That forge should be done by now. Indeed it is. Alright, so let's go and get that in place. We got some raw iron to refine down. I think I even have some in my storage bin inventory there. Oop. There we go. Alright, so we can put that back in there. Let's, alright, there's that, and there's that, That's good for a start, I think. So we'll do that. We'll leave that there. And now, we've got only 5 minutes left in the episode, but I'm going to have this continuously running even afterwards. 20 minutes should be fine for now. I'm not exactly sure what the burn rate is on raw iron and resources like that. So like if you had a full stack of something, what is the amount of time for burn do you need to do the entire stack? Some things seem to burn faster than others, so I'm not sure. We'll get that going because we need at least 200 iron, and I don't know how much clay it was to make an anvil. 20 clay, so yeah, it's going to take a little bit for that. So while that's cooking away, get back to whacking. Now, I usually don't take on the entire rock pile like this, like top down, unless I really need the rock. I don't really need the rock as much. I just want to get it done and out of my hair for the most part. I'll be getting most of my stone from resource rocks rather than these rock piles. These are just in the way. But they do provide some resources, and that's fine by me. I also need to get some sand and cook some stone up so I can have some concrete mix. Right now the main priority is getting rebar frames. So I can basically swap out the wood frames that I laid down for the base for rebar and then coat them with concrete. Which I'm going to have to go to one of the traders. I forgot which now. I'll have to set up a special code system on the map. But let me guess. And this is just a guess. And you guys have been watching probably already know. I think this one had the workbench, and everything else wasn't working. And this had the cement mixer and the chem station. But so I think this is the one that's got the goods that I have to go to for refining stuff. Workbench, I can build that now because I have unlocked it. So that's not too big a deal. Chem station, I'm not going to need it right now, but I think what I could do is when I get nitrate and coal, instead of making gunpowder out of hand from this, I'll just make it from the chem station, because it's cheaper that way. Otherwise it's like 2 nitrate and 1 coal by hand versus 1 to 1. So of course it does cost you fuel to make it that way, but I would rather spend wood, which is easily found, very plentiful, than wasting 1 nitrate, which sometimes can be kind of hard to find. Of course, to make gunpowder really useful, I'm going to need a gun. So, at some point between now and day 7, we're going to have to go and look for some weaponry. So, right now, the main priority is just replacing the wood frames with rebar, turning it into reinforced concrete, so we have at least a stable base to defend from on day 7. Because we're not going to have the electric fences or any of that until long after day 7, I'm sure. Fingers crossed we'll get it all squared away. Of course, along the way, I should also be gaining skills, because I'm going to need better skills, better stamina, better everything. It's kind of the way that it is. Now, since we're getting near the end of the episode here, just want to take time to give a good old shout out to everyone that is supporting me on Patreon. You guys know who you are. I'm not forgetting anybody, but I know that sometimes there's people that don't want to be mentioned, and so I don't want to disrespect anybody or spoil anyone's privacy on that, but definitely appreciative. It's getting me much closer to my goal of getting that new video card that I've been wanting, because if I can get that, man, I can do a hell of a lot of good videos with it, you know, just because it'd be top of the line performance, you know. Another thing I want to mention is at present I think I only have 7 followers on VidMe. The link has been in the description box, but if I can get 50 subscribers on that, or 50 followers as they call it, it'll help me be able to put up longer videos, or at least longer than 30 minutes. And as you guys know, especially if you're looking at the clock now, we're past 30 minutes. I can't upload any new videos on there until I can get verified, because they have a 30-minute limit, a 30-minute cap for videos until you're verified. Also, there's a file size cap too, and although I try to keep my file sizes down low, I can't upload a week's worth of episodes even if they were less than 30 minutes, because I hit that cap. So if you guys could follow me on VidMe, I'd really appreciate it, because at least so I can get to the 50-point mark, and then I can build up from there organically. But I really do need you guys' help to get to that level, and I figure with almost 490 subscribers at this point, which is phenomenal for me, I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask if you guys could go over to vid.me, sign up, and follow me as well as others. I think Hal's on there, Sharky's on there. I'm not sure if Midnight Designer or Games for Kicks is, but you know, in the event that YouTube blows completely past full retard and goes straight to potato, that is where I'll be uploading videos in the event that happens. I'll keep putting up videos on YouTube until that day, but I'll be mirroring my videos from YouTube on VidMe, as well as posting up links to my videos on Minds, Gab. It automatically gets put up on Twitter and Facebook, but yeah, I just need the followers on Gab just so I can put new videos up there. And Mama Dagger's out here. She don't want to be on camera, but yeah, she's just shaking her head. Hi. I have to have the door open because it's just too damn hot in here. But yeah, it's the end of the episode, so you know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Do check out the links in the description box below. And until next time, see you later. Twitch.